Hello everyone, this is Jedi Den 1024 here, and this is my first podcast video. I go by, my real name is Dennis, but I go by Jedi Den 1024 on all of my gaming platforms and on YouTube. So, welcome to my first podcast. This has been kind of like a long time coming. My friend David Bellinger had suggested that I start a podcast, so I wanted to go ahead and do that. Yeah, thank you, David, for suggesting that I try doing a short podcast. That's pretty much what I'm going to do here, just make it pretty short. So, I made myself a list of the things I wanted to talk about. So, first off, I want to say welcome. Thank you for joining, clicking on this podcast to listen to it. I do appreciate it. Number two, Rocktober is over. I'm sure from the comments that I've received, at least one person's glad that it's over. But we'll get into that here in a moment. What is Rocktober? Rocktober was kind of promotional thing I was doing on my YouTube page and on my Facebook page, Video Game Memories by Jedi Den 1024, to celebrate video game music that rocks, or at least that's what I was attempting to accomplish by sharing one song or one tune from a video game, but specifically from the eras of the original Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, and Nintendo 64, which are the four consoles that I grew up with. I also had an Atari, but there wasn't all that much music on Atari, so I wasn't going to do that. I wanted to start with the Nintendo and work up from there. So during the month of September, I actually picked out the songs and put the videos together. I had most of them done before October even started. And, I just had them ready to go, ready to upload day of. So every morning I got up, got myself ready for work, and uploaded my video for the day. And at first I was just sharing it to my own page. I wasn't trying to advertise it all over the place, but eventually, due to lack of views during the first week, I was like, I gotta try to get more views on this. So I started sharing it to other groups. There's about a total of 18 groups, I believe, that I would usually share it upon. And, I was quite happy to see people commenting, getting more views. Most of the time, anyways. There were a few times where I really didn't get much. Which is, that's always kind of disappointing when that happens, because the whole point of sharing it is to have, people give their views on it, give me some type of feedback. I guess the thing I hate most is being ignored. I don't like being ignored. So I've been looking at some statistics. Of course, I look at that every day, several times a day. Anytime I post a video, I keep looking at it, trying to see, how many views it's getting. But overall, I came, since, October's ended on the 31st, and I did my last song. It's been a couple days since then, and, since I'm not sharing them now or anything, they're really not getting many views anymore, of course. But that would make sense. But I wanted to give some stats on which ones were the most viewed, and that one, the video with the most views was Sonic 2 Metropolis Zone. The song for that, we got 51 views and 4 likes on YouTube. I wish there was a way to see how many total likes you got on Facebook for it, because I know I got several, but there's no way to really add all of that together. Second most viewed video was from the Nintendo version of Top Gun, and it was the refueling song, and that had 45 views and 2 likes. And the third most viewed, which I didn't see this coming, I thought others would get higher, but it's actually the title screen for Clax, which is a puzzle game for the NES, and it got 44 views with 2 likes as well. And I realized a lot of people on Facebook, they just click on the shared video itself, and then they'll like the link to the video on Facebook, but not on YouTube, because a lot of people don't want to use Google Plus, which was forced upon you on YouTube, so I definitely can understand that. Now, the least viewed video, which this was a surprise to me too, because I thought the song is great. Maybe it's just the name of the song, because I didn't know I know what level it's from. It's from the game Excitebike 64, and the song, well, I just labeled it as Kyoto, Japan, because that's the name of the level where it plays in the game. But it is a great song, but I only got 11 views on it, and I believe I did share that one throughout all my groups. I know sometimes I didn't have a chance to share it everywhere that I would have wanted to, but that one I'm fairly certain I did. And then I've got two little funny stories to share about this as well. I got one dislike on a video, and it's actually my first dislike out of any of my videos, and that was for the F-Zero X title screen theme song, which is a great song. I have no idea why someone would have disliked just that one, because, it's, like I said, an awesome song. And yeah, it's got that dislike on it, and whoever it was, they left it there. They haven't taken it away. So it's very, very odd that they would just dislike that one. The only thing I can think of why they might have disliked it is because when I originally put it up, I didn't write theme at the end of it. I just said F-Zero X title screen. So maybe they thought it was going to actually show the title screen from the game, like captured, but it doesn't. It just does what I've done with all the videos. Shows my title card. Goes into a thing saying about the date and the name of the song, and then it goes to the cover art of the game. So, and then the copyright information. So maybe they were expecting that. I don't know. After I saw that, I changed it to say theme at the end, but I guess the damage was already done. If that's why they disliked it, I don't know. Either that or they just don't like Nintendo or rocking music. I don't know. It's hard to say. But I just thought that was really kind of odd and funny. And then the other one was on the last day, the last video that I shared, which was a Reincarnated Soul from Castlevania Bloodlines on Sega Genesis. One of the groups that I shared it to, well, first I guess I should say about the post for it. Whenever I was sharing it, I said it was the Rocktober finale, and I said that this song was wrapping up Rocktober. And about the only comments I got on it, it wasn't on YouTube itself, it was on one of the Facebook groups, just said, "Finally, it's over." I'm just like, really? That's all you gotta say? Finally, it's over. What, you don't like rocking video game music? I guess not. I just thought it's hilarious, and just like, really, dude? That's all you gotta say? You don't have anything to say about the actual content? So, yeah, thought that was interesting and worth a laugh. But yeah, so Rocktober's over. My thoughts on it, I think I did pretty well with it. Slightly disappointing in a few ways as well. Not sure how I'm going to do it for next year. I was thinking of doing maybe all PlayStation games, but, myself, I didn't grow up with a PlayStation, so I didn't really play all that many PlayStation games, but I know I could definitely use some songs from Symphony of the Night, because there's a lot of songs in there that are pretty rocking and awesome. But, I don't know, maybe you guys let me know in the comments what you think I should do next for my next Rocktober 2015, if I decide to do it. I don't know. I don't really know at this point. So, moving on from Rocktober, next I wanted to do a channel update. I've been working on the next episode of Video Game Music Hit List. I know that's a really long name. Maybe I could come up with something else for it, I don't know. But, my goal of the show was to have each episode be like 10 to 15 minutes. Ever since the beginning, it's been going over a little bit. And then, even the last several episodes have been 17, 18 minutes. So, and those are actually pretty time-consuming to get together. Getting screenshots, getting the songs on there and everything, getting the data that I want to use for it. And on a lot of them, I have a hard time deciding which songs to cut out. Which songs to use, which ones not to use for the episodes, because I want to use songs that I enjoy a lot, but I also want to do ones that, be crowd pleasers, that people who have played the game will know the song, not just choose like an obscure song from somewhere on the soundtrack just because I like it. Doesn't mean everybody else will like it. So, I'm kind of at a dead end of that in the current video I've been making. I've got to decide whether to keep it the way I was originally doing it or change it. Or what do you guys think? Do you think longer videos would be okay? Would 20 minutes be okay? Or is that just too long? I don't know. I tried to keep them short, but even with them short, not really getting as many views as I'd like to. The only episode that really got a lot of views is my Super Mario World episode back in July, and that one's up to 151 views right now, which is great. But I would still like to see more views than that even. And we're up to 40 subscribers now. I did get a few during the month of Rocktober, and so for everyone who's subscribed, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much. And next, as an update, I'd like to start doing some more video game, like, Let's Plays, basically, or reviews of games that I grew up with. Mainly I wanted to start with ones on Atari. I haven't really seen many people talking about Atari lately. And maybe there's probably some channels out there that do, but I was thinking of doing some videos for the games that I loved growing up. You know, just make them like 10 minutes or so. Me playing through some of it, talking about it, that sort of thing. So I was thinking of doing that. But you guys let me know, what do you think? Would you rather see something short like that, or would you rather see me do more full playthroughs like I did for The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past? Probably won't take on a game that is that lengthy at first, but may end up doing that eventually, if you guys let me know what you think, like I said. So that's it for this episode, guys. I want to say thanks for listening. I really appreciate all of you guys that, subscribe to the channel, that like my videos. Just keep it up, and I'll keep creating more content for it. Anyways, guys, I'm going to get off here. You all have a great rest of your day, afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching this, listening to it. I'm going to probably go play some game here myself, and probably edit this later this afternoon, and maybe work some more on my next episode of Video Game Music Hit List. Anyways, guys, and I think I want to go ahead and end each podcast with a song, and I'm going to go ahead and put the song that got the least views, the Kyoto, Japan song. Take a listen, guys. I'm out. And remember, video game memories are made every day. What have you done today? Me? I haven't played anything today. Not yet, anyways. But I think I'm going to go blow some shit up. Yeah! Later, guys. This has been kind of like a long time coming. My friend David Bellinger had suggested that I start a podcast, so I wanted to go ahead and do that. I wanted to go ahead and do that just so that I could. I wanted to do this podcast so that I could give you a quick update on the show, on the channel, because I've been working on a lot of things in my mind on trying to figure out what I want to do with the channel. So, yeah, thank you, David, for suggesting that I try doing a short podcast. That's pretty much what I'm going to do here, just make it pretty short. And I can't even think what to say. This is going to go through a lot of editing, I can tell. So, I made myself a list.